Hello everyone, this is Stags from War Jeepney again, and we are starting, or we are going to start a new game. So we'll be doing another bat rep, another solo bat rep, still using the Warhammer Underworlds solo rules. For this episode, we won't be using the last scenario, so that it's different. Today we'll be doing the battle plan for Desecration. So for Desecration, the victory condition is that the Fomoroid Crusher is taken out of action before all objective tokens are removed from the battlefield. Any other result is a loss for the player. So here, it's not just a matter of killing it and surviving. We need to do that before all of the objective tokens are done for. And to add to that, I won't be using a warband that is quite, that has a lot of people in it, and for reasons that I want to test if it's actually more challenging if we have the Fomoroid Crusher fight against a warband that is few in number, and no better warband to do that with than your Space Marines. I'm just kidding, they're not Space Marines, but your Sigmarites. Okay, so I'm using the arranged Sigmarite army, the Farstrider warband. So here you can see them, they're not really fully painted, or at least they don't have the details yet, but yeah, what the hell. Okay, so for the special rules that we will be having is first, we have a special rule that covers actually some of the actions or some of the things that the Fomoroid Crusher would be doing. That special rule is it's ruining everything. After an objective token is removed from the battlefield, choose one friendly fighter and inspire that friendly fighter. Okay, so technically it's not for the Fomoroid Crusher, it's for the good guys. And another special rule is that it's called the Desperate Times reaction, and so it's called Desperate Times, and it is a reaction. At the end of the friendly fighter's activation, you can give that fighter one upgrade from your hand without spending any glory points. So I think that should help us quite a bit. Now for the setup, again, we will be placing the Fomoroid Crusher right smack in the middle of the board, but since those are, those spaces actually is for 4 hexes, we'll just I put him here so that he won't be stepping on any of the spawning points. Alright, so let's start with that deployment, then I will go with my deployment. And since I'm ranged, I think I should take advantage of that one. Oh yeah, I forgot. Before deploying, we should put the objective markers first. Okay, so let's see. I'll be placing it here. And the second one, yeah, let's place it somewhere near the Fomoroid Crusher. I think that's a bad idea, because that means he'd be able to immediately throw that, but we'll see. Let's put another one. Okay, I think that was a bad choice for deploying your objectives. Okay, so looks like this will be the final objective that we will be placing. Alright, that's it. Now we deploy the Farstriders. I'll be deploying Elias here and Farstrider here, and Almeric Eagle Eye would probably be our sacrificial dude, and we'll place him here. Okay, so technically I don't need to flip over the objective cards, but for the sake of turning them over just for the normal or the usual way of playing it. Yeah, I'll just turn them around. Okay, so now I will be getting my hand. That should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards. I have 5 cards. I have, okay, so mostly upgrades, which is, I think, is a good thing, since after my activation with the desperate times, I can, yeah, just give one an upgrade from my hand without paying anything. And I have Shattering Terrain. Any fighters that make move action are pushed. Doesn't work for him because he doesn't get pushed. Lightning Stride, double the move. Okay, and they may not, yeah, so it might not be helpful really in this situation, because doubling my move in such a small space doesn't really help me. Okay, so let's roll for initiative. Fomoroid Crusher has +1 crit. Okay, he doesn't get any. And I'll be rolling the white, or at least the Farstriders are going to be rolling for the white dice. And there you go. So we have 1 crit, which is enough for us to go first. Alright, so I think since Almeric is already in base to base, I'd want him to go ahead and deliver that attack. So I'll be using his shock hand axe and attack the Fomoroid Crusher right away. What do you know, we get a crit. And of course we'll be rolling for the Fomoroid Crusher with 1 shield defense, and he doesn't make it, so we immediately deal 2 damage, putting some damage tokens on him. Alright, before we move further, there are actually keywords. Well, there's a new sequence compared to the last battle plan that we had. So this time it's a Destroyer, Berserk, Breaker, and Advance. And okay, so that is the end of his activation, but I can still put an upgrade on him. So what do I want to... okay, I think I'll put Sharp Eyes so that he gains Cleave, and this is restricted to him anyway. So that's it, and my action is done. So I'll be flipping that activation token. Okay, so now it's the Fomoroid Crusher's turn, and based on what needs to be done, he goes for Destroyer first, but he cannot do that if there is an enemy fighter that is adjacent to him. So the same goes for Berserk. He can't do that until there's an enemy, or until he's out of being adjacent to an enemy fighter. And then the third one is Breaker, the one that just deals 3 damage outright. So there's only 1 person here, so that means he is immediately dealt 3 damage. Ouch. So now you can see the difference, although he's still in the game as compared to the last one that we had 7 bodies in because of the Sepulchral Guard having recursion and a lot of bodies. It's a bit painful, even though he's not dead. You know that by the end of probably this phase someone will die. Alright, so that's it for the Fomoroid Crusher's turn, and I will now be activating the Farstriders. I will be activating yeah, I think I'll be activating Sanson, Farstrider himself. So I'll be doing a charge, and from there we'll be rolling 2 dice looking for hammers. Okay, so that whiffed, and he gets a charge token. But the good thing is he is now able to equip himself with an upgrade. So flashing hand axe would be the one that I'll be placing on him. And we will now go to, yeah, that's his turn, and we go to the Fomoroid Crusher. So again, we use the keywords destroyer, which cannot be made because this fighter is adjacent, followed by Berserk, which again cannot be made if this fighter is adjacent to an enemy. So again, we are left with nothing but the breaker option. Alright, but the breaker option will outright kill Almeric if we choose him to be the one to be dealt with the damage. So I'm just choosing Sanson Farstrider to yeah, get that 3 damage. Okay, so now we move on to our turn again, Farstrider's turn. So I'm choosing, well, there's no one else to choose. Well, actually I can, yeah, I should have just attacked with Almeric again, but I needed to get close. Okay, so we can attack with no, we need to get close because if we deal the 3-point damage, someone will die right off the bat, so we need to do a charge. So let's do a charge. So Elias moves 3 and does a charge with his Storm Saber. I need to roll 3 dice. And I'm fishing for swords. Wow, look at that. 2 crits, and well, a hammer doesn't count. Okay, and now the Fomoroid Crusher needs to defend. I don't think he can defend. Okay, so he is not able to defend even if he rolls a crit. I don't think he'd be able to defend since there are 2 crits. And that is another 2 damage that we deal to the Fomoroid Crusher. And again, at the end of the turn, we can get a card, an upgrade card. There's nothing left here aside from a Swift Stride, which just provides a 2-move. Not very helpful. Yeah, so just a side note, I did not change my deck. This is my normal Underworlds deck, so yeah, it might not be optimal for this solo scenario, but yeah, who cares. And that is the turn of Elias Swiftblade. Forgot to put the charge token. Now it's the Fomoroid Crusher's turn. So again, he'll be left with only Breaker as the option. So let us do that and suck up the wounds. We'll give Elias three wounds without rolling any defense, because that's how it works. And for the 4th activation, we still have 1 attack actually that Eagle Eye can do. So let us do that. I'll be fishing for hammers this time with just 2 dice. Okay, good enough. So we got 1 hammer and 1 support, and it gains cleave, so it doesn't really matter unless this is a crit. So the Fomoroid Crusher does a defense roll. Okay, good. So he does not successfully defend, and 2 go in. 2 more wounds go in thanks to Almeric. So we now have 6 wounds for the Fomoroid Crusher. The bad thing is that someone will die. And yeah, let's just kill off Elias. So he's dead. And that's it for him in this scenario. And that is the move or the activation of the Fomoroid Crusher. Now, I know we have a reaction that at the end of the friendly fighter's activation, you can give that fighter 1 upgrade card from your hand, or not that one. After an objective token, okay, so it has something to do with the objective token, which we have disallowed so far with our current games or actions. Okay, so do I let this go? Yeah, I will let this go. It's the end of the turn, so I'll be discarding both Lightning Stride and Shattering Terrain. And I will draw 5, replace it with 5. And flipping over the activation markers. So let's roll for initiative. Black goes to the Fomoroid Crusher. Whoops. Black goes for the Fomoroid Crusher. Okay, no crits, good. And let's see if we will actually be able to okay, I think the Fomoroid Crusher would be going first. Yeah. So Fomoroid Crusher goes first this time. And we're still locked in combat. Okay, I think it was a bad idea to actually stick onto him. Now someone will really die this round. Well, someone already did. Okay, fine. So Almeric goes down. Sad. Oh, sorry. Goes down. He is now dead. He's not flipping. Okay, so he is no longer flipping. And that's it for the Fomoroid Crusher's turn. Now I'm down with just one. But we've already dealt, I think, 6 damage. But I don't want to leave. Well, either or, we'll probably lose, but we'll have a better fighting chance if we move back. Do we have any noteworthy upgrades? Actually, we don't. So yeah, we remove the tokens. I think the best thing to do is yeah, move away. Or yeah, just go there, so at least we can prevent him from getting that. So I'll just do a move. I won't really attack, so we can still do some attacks later on. So that is my activation. And yeah, I can put an upgrade on Sanson Farstrider. He gets overcharged Ballstorm Pistol. And just after the cleave, damage is still the same, but at least we get the cleave. So now we move on to the Fomoroid Crusher, and since no one is there, I think we can proceed with Destroyer. So Destroyer means that the fighter makes a charge action. The move action of this super action must end with this fighter adjacent to an enemy fighter that is holding an objective token. Okay, and take the shortest route possible to that enemy fighter. Okay, so the Fomoroid Crusher does a charge. Shortest possible route, just 2 steps, and he will be using, does it indicate which one he'll be using? We'll move into the exit that contains an objective token as possible. Okay, so anyway, if he gets to charge, I would say that he will be charging with his crushing fists. So he rolls 3 and is looking for hammers. Alright, so he missed. He whiffs, and that is good. Means we're still alive. Okay, so at the end of his activation, I'll be playing Lightning Blow. So the first attack in the next activation has +1 damage. And then I'll just use that later. Oh, okay, so we can actually do it. I'll be also playing Steady Volley, so I move first before shooting. Okay, so now it's my turn. That's the power phase of the Fomoroid Crusher's turn. And I will be attacking, but I will of course use my first move because of Steady Volley. I'll be moving here. And then I will shoot him with my Boltstorm pistol, which now has cleave, so I need 3 dice. Fishing for hammers. Oh! Do we have something that can save us? No! So yeah, I wasted the +1 damage, I wasted the move. Crap. Yeah, but we're still alive, we're still in the game, so no worries. Then I will be using this one. Choose. Okay, I think I'll keep it so that I can still survive, because I know that the next action will just be a charge. So okay, that's it for the Fomoroid. Well, at least for my turn now, it's the Fomoroid Crusher's turn, and he will do Destroyer again. So this fighter makes a charge action, shortest possible, and if possible ends up on terrain piece. Now, when this the Fomoroid Crusher actually has a reaction that when this fighter moves into a hex that contains an objective token, and remove that objective token from the battlefield. So we are removing this, and then he will do a hurl terrain reaction and throws it to us. And this is just a reaction. Fudgy bar! Okay, so now we need to defend. We got 1 hit, we just need to defend with 1 shield. Let's do this, Farstrider. Crap. So he successfully deals 1 damage to us with that hurl terrain. And do I? Yeah, no, that's it. We are defeated. Yeah, just like that. So I think it's a bad idea to actually stick with the Fomoroid Crusher if you don't have a lot of bodies. I initially thought that by doing that we are preventing him from winning the scenario, but we actually made it easier for him by killing us off without the chance to defend. So yeah, maybe I should have stuck with the range tactic first and just came in closer to finish him off with the heavier damage dealt by the melee attack, but I was actually afraid that I might not make enough damage before the 3rd turn is over, but looks like I'm already done in the middle of. Thank you for watching another video. Please don't forget to hit the like and the subscribe button, and if you want to get notified for any of the new videos that will be coming out, don't forget to hit the notification bell icon.